How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about Legacies Season 2, Episode 16. Sorry, wires got crossed between series and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, this episode was titled Facing Darkness is Kind of My Thing. And apparently, if what I'm reading is correct on the in front of me, this is the season finale. 4 episodes earlier than intended. Obviously, due to current human malware and whatnot, which is understandable. But anyway, on to the episode. Yeah, so we're gonna save Josie today. Hope is inserted herself into Josie slash evil Josie's mind. Lizzie is apparently gonna pose as Hope, and oh dear God. Every time Lizzie popped up on screen as as Hope, I had to pause the video because it's kind of she's acting like herself, but in Hope's body, it sort of just look weird. It just looks weird. Uh, but yeah, so obviously we have Josie figured out that not all is as it seems. She can't feel Lizzie, but she feels something that shouldn't be in there. Well, obviously this is evil Josie, not Josie. So inside Josie's subconscious, apparently, Josie's subconscious is a bunch of fairy tales. Uh, it's like a fairy tale world almost. And Hope follows breadcrumbs to a pig. Obviously, from the Three Little Pigs, right? You'd think that. And so the pig is arguing with her constantly, being like, "No, you gotta not what you need to leave. Stop trying to face the darkness." Blah blah blah. The usual the usual stuff. The usual warning stuff. Jeez, I'm still a bit tired from the past 2 days. So yeah, obviously Hope, being the good friend that she is, and being the hero, Hope is not down to abandon Josie. And so they go to the huntsman's house, who has already been killed by the darkness, which is currently in the form of a wolf kind of thing, like the big bad wolf from the Three Little Pigs, and from Little Red Riding Hood, because that's just apparently what Hope is in this. Yeah, so obviously, the wolf eats the pig, and Hope cuts open the wolf, and out pops Josie. It's like, wait a minute. Apparently, Josie was actually transformed herself into a pig, I guess to hide from her evil self, because currently Josie doesn't believe she's strong enough, obviously. Oh, Jesus. It is what it is, though. Hope tries to convince Josie that she is strong enough and that she's just written her own story where she is weak because she is good. And Josie, after Hope is turned into a tree, comes to the realization, no, this is my story, I say how it goes, and she beats her darker self, and I think she kills her darker self? If I'm not mistaken, she... Yeah, she kills her evil self. Her evil self says, I'll be back. And we find out that because of, in the background, we had Alaric making a deal with the necromancer to bring back Alyssa, Raphael, and Landon, who, in exchange for the dark magic that is in Josie. And so Lizzie, after all of this, Lizzie's pulling the dark magic, and it goes into the necromancer. And so you'd think everything's hunky dory. Turns out neither Landon nor Hope are awake. For some odd reason, neither of them has woken up, even though Josie's awake. Raphael and Alyssa are back to alive and heart beating and all that. I'm glad that Alyssa wasn't dead for long. I don't know if I mentioned last week that I don't necessarily agree with that death, but it is what it is. Obviously, she's back, so it doesn't matter. I really shouldn't say it is what it is so much. Moreover, it's interesting to note that in the first season, Hope died, and in the second season, she's in a magical coma at the end, and both ended on episode 16, even though this season was supposed to end on episode 20, but due to, of course, Anyway, but hey, I thought this episode was, quite frankly, it was amazing. It didn't tie up everything, but it did what it needed to. So, honestly, I thought this episode was amazing. It did tie up most of the loose ends. It didn't tie up all of them. We still have the Necromancer and his need to control Malivore. Malivore still isn't gone, and it's been an entire season since he was supposed to have died. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought of not only this episode, but this season as a whole. I quite frankly thought the season was amazing to watch. I would do a mini review thing of the season, but there's no need. The season was technically incomplete. Also technically not, but still. It ended 4 episodes early, so I'm not going to do a full season review. I may do it for the other shows, pending what happens. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought in the comment section down below. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.